If you're holding 5,775 XRP tokens, the big question is simple. What could that bag be worth by 2026? With XRP trading around $3 and carrying a market cap of roughly $182 billion, it's already one of the most established projects in crypto. But with the lawsuit resolved, global adoption accelerating, and banks looking at blockchain for settlement, XRP's story is far from finished. So today, let's break down where XRP stands, how its fundamentals stack up, and what your 5,775 tokens could realistically be worth by the time we hit 2026. But before we get into it, a quick note. If you're looking for a trusted exchange to trade crypto, I personally use WEEX. It's reliable, has deep liquidity, super low fees, and one of the largest selections of coins. Right now, you can claim up to $30,000 in sign-up bonuses and trade with up to 400x leverage. The best part? No KYC required. Use the link in the description to sign up and claim your bonus today. Now let's get back to XRP. At the time of recording, XRP trades at $3, putting the value of your 5,775 tokens at $17,325. That's already a solid amount, but the real question is how much more it could climb as 2026 approaches. To answer that, we need to look at what makes XRP unique, the role it plays in finance, and the size of the opportunity it's chasing. Unlike most cryptocurrencies, XRP has always positioned itself as a bridge for the global financial system. Instead of trying to replace banks, XRP was designed to work alongside them, offering speed and efficiency where traditional systems fall short. The XRP ledger can settle transactions in just 3-5 seconds, with fees that are almost negligible compared to wire transfers or SWIFT. For cross-border payments, this is game-changing. Right now, global remittances alone are worth over $650 billion per year, and international payments for trade finance run into the trillions. If XRP captures even a fraction of that volume, the demand for liquidity could rise dramatically. Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL system, is already being used by payment providers and banks to settle transactions across multiple corridors. And with the SEC lawsuit behind it, Ripple can now pursue expansion in the US market while continuing to build globally. But beyond payments, there's also the broader shift happening in finance, tokenization of real-world assets, RWAs. We're talking about bonds, stocks, real estate, and even central bank digital currencies moving onto blockchain rails. Analysts from institutions like Citi and BlackRock estimate that tokenized assets could reach $5 to $16 trillion by 2030, with the XRP ledger designed for speed, liquidity, and interoperability. It's well positioned to serve as a backbone for this tokenized economy. So let's run some price scenarios for your 5,775 XRP. At the current price of $3, your bag is worth about $17,325. If XRP climbs to $5, which many analysts consider a conservative near-term target, your tokens would be worth $28,875, with XRP's market cap hitting about $303 billion. At $10, your 5,775 XRP are worth $57,750, with the market cap at roughly $606 billion. That would push XRP firmly into the territory of being a dominant global asset used not just for payments, but also for tokenized settlements. If XRP reached $20, your bag would grow to $115,500, and the market cap would be around $1.2 trillion. That's the kind of valuation that would make XRP one of the most valuable digital assets in the world, a true rival to the biggest players in finance. And in the most ambitious scenario, at $50, your 5,775 XRP would be worth an incredible $288,750, with the market cap surpassing $3 trillion. That's the kind of moonshot prediction that only works if XRP becomes the global settlement layer for banks, governments, and tokenized assets worldwide. Now, these are the bullish numbers, but let's not ignore the risks. First, adoption is still the key challenge. While Ripple has built dozens of partnerships, scaling up to truly global adoption will take time. Banks and institutions move slowly, and regulation in different countries can either accelerate or slow down adoption. Second, competition is fierce. Other blockchains like Stellar, Hedera, Algorand, and newer payment-focused projects are all aiming to solve similar problems. XRP has the advantage of being early and battle-tested, but it can't afford to fall behind in innovation. Third, XRP still faces market perception issues. Even though the SEC case is resolved, some investors remain cautious, And adoption in the US is only just beginning. Restoring confidence and proving utility in the open market will be crucial for the next leg of growth. That being said, XRP has survived challenges that would have killed most projects. It endured a multi-year legal battle, market skepticism, and countless claims that it was dead. Yet, here it is, sitting at a market cap of over $180 billion and actively building out a real use case in payments and finance. Looking ahead into the next couple of months as we approach 2026, the most realistic scenario is gradual adoption and steady growth, with potential price action pushing XRP to test higher ranges. Longer term, beyond 2026, XRP's real opportunity lies in capturing a share of the tokenized financial world. If tokenization expands into the trillions as projected, XRP could be one of the assets that rides that wave. So where does this leave your 5,775 XRP? Conservatively, you could be sitting on $25,000 to $50,000 by 2026 if adoption continues at a steady pace. In a stronger scenario, closer to $100,000 if XRP gains traction with institutions and ODL usage skyrockets. And in the most ambitious case, if Ripple's vision plays out at full scale, your bag could be worth $250,000 or more. XRP is not a speculative meme coin chasing hype cycles. It's a project with nearly a decade of history, clear utility, and a role in bridging traditional finance with blockchain. Whether it reaches $5, $10, or beyond, it's one of the few assets in crypto with the potential to reshape global finance, and your 5,775 XRP could be right at the center of that transformation.